welcome back to the Leveled Up Life podcast. Brandon McCourtney in the studio with Paul McLean, a.k.a. White Hand.
White Hand. You see that? That's White Hand.
You got to be here to know. There you go. If you're watching online, you see his white hand pop into the screen. But, man, we're blessed to be back with you guys. We talk all things faith, family, fitness, finance, franchise, really everything regarding our life, right? Trying to get better each and every day. And so, number one, thanks for watching, listening, however you're viewing this, hearing this. Do us a favor, like, subscribe, turn the volume up, share this with somebody. Our heart every single week is to help you get better in all the areas that matter most to us. And if you're here by now, and Paul, by the way, I think it's 100 episodes.
Is it really?
Dude,
let's go.
Is this episode 100?
Yeah.
We got to celebrate, bro. We got to do something. Maybe we should have a guest.
We should have a guest.
We should have a guest.
We should have Daniel Kim on.
Let's go. Daniel Kim's in the house.
Let's go.
Yellow Hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow Hand. Here we go.
Yellow Hand's in the house.
Add some color to the mix.
he said it, not us.
I did say it.
He said it. Well, bro, Daniel Kim all the way from Hawaii.
Yeah, Oahu, Hawaii.
Let's go.
Originally from Orange County, but
How's it?
How's it?
How you throw up the shaka?
How's it?
It's gotta be a
The
little
looser you do it?
looser.
Yeah.
You don't be too tight.
Start throwing it tight.
Yeah, that's like you got some cramp going on.
Yeah, bro. AI is so crazy because just this morning I got like 3 shaka videos on my thing, and I wasn't like searching for like how to throw the shaka, and then all of a sudden, dude, Daniel Kim's here.
Hey.
Straight from the it knew.
It's like it's almost too far into the future. Right? But predict what's gonna happen to you today.
That's funny, man. Well, man, we just talk about life on this podcast, and I'm so glad you're here. So thankful you're here. You spent a couple of days with us at church over the we're at our men's service, we're at Sunday service, and so just cool seeing your wife, your son in the house. Had a couple friends with you, so glad you're here, bro.
It was cool seeing like what's going on at your church.
Yeah.
I was just saying like seeing that many men, like men have usually a posture of like strength and like pride. Yesterday when you came up and like you went like everyone, let's just get on our knees.
Yeah.
And you see like hundreds of men just like, that's powerful.
100%.
A posture of humility and
Full
surrender.
Yeah.
Right? Because, a lot of these guys are probably going through certain things at their office place,
Yep.
their work, their homes. They got to be like the guy. When do we get to just be like surrendered?
100%. Well, I even think about in my own life. Like, when was the last time I was fully on my knees? I pray and I study and all the stuff, right, that you would think a pastor would do. It's like, man, when's the last time I've been fully surrendered to the Lord on my knees, saying, God, whatever you want, have your way, And so it was a cool moment. I'm glad you got to experience that with. Was your boys there last night too, right?
My son. My son said. So we have a thing in Hawaii called Man Camp.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I go to Inspire Church in Hawaii. And it's just, I don't even know. It must have been like over 1,000 guys. And they're just like, they do manly things.
Yeah,
they're doing like these things called the gauntlet where they're like running through the attack. I'm like, I'm 46. I ain't trying to pull an Achilles by walking a little faster.
Paul definitely would be there.
Yeah.
Definitely 100%.
Yeah, I just watched it. I was like, I'll give you the strategy, guys, right?
Yeah.
But we have like something like that. But like, just seeing it with I said, there's something, when do you get like 3 generations of men come together talking story?
Yeah.
Right? Like it doesn't happen. You don't make space, like your sermon, you don't make space or make room. I got this picture of my house. It's like, make space for life to happen.
Yeah.
And space is kind of like, but I'm like, you can't get space without pace.
That's right.
You have to make pace
100%.
in order to get. Spelling is PACE too.
Yeah.
It's just for everyone that, right? But like one of the things that you made space for this thing to break out, right? And then like my son, I was there with him, but in Hawaii, you had like sometimes 3 generations. You had the elders, the parents, and the sons. And I was like, when was the last time like humans would even do this? Probably like when we used to hunt.
Yeah.
Right? Like we'd go out, like we'd have the women be gatherers, and they'd stay back at the camp, fire, or whatever it might be. Then the men would go out. You'd have grandfather, father, and son. And when they go hunt, they'd sit down, talk story,
share tradition, all that stuff. Yeah.
And like I think that there's something really powerful when men get together and they open up. Because one of the things, like even today, right? Like it's not cool for men to open up.
Yeah.
It's not cool for men to talk about their feelings. I mean, that's a big thing right now.
Yeah.
It's like we're just kind of like, hey, don't,
right.
be a man.
For
like,
sure.
Yo, how about like just be like healthy?
Yeah. Well, not only that, but not like in an authentic way and not pretend. Because I think over the last couple of years, it's swung super hard, like alpha man, But then you're like, is that real? Is that authentic? So I think when you get around a bunch of real guys who are going through real life and can drop the pride, drop the ego, and say, hey, I'm just here to learn. I'm here to get healthy. Man, there's something powerful about that.
I feel like we're like walking. I always say to these pastors, I'm like, dude, everyone can question your sermon, but they can't question your testimony.
So good.
We're walking stories.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, we're basically stories. And if we have the Father, or we have the Spirit in us, it's our jobs to like live out our story. We're supposed to breathe life into these pages, right? So when you have these men come together, we're just people. Two or more are gathered.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The Holy Spirit's there. It's like gather together, talk story. See how God's reflecting in your life, and it encourages other people. So that's what I saw. Like even in the group, I just saw everyone opening up, and I'm like, wow, you guys really created room and space for life to happen or for the Spirit to break out. And that's what I saw. I was like, yo, whose house?
Yeah,
God's house.
Hey, that's a new anthem.
Yeah,
right
we
there,
should.
bro.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm gonna make a shirt for you guys. Like, whose house?
Let's
God's
do it,
house.
dude.
No, it'll be whose house, and on the back will say God's house.
Dude, we had another idea last night. Some guy dropped the bar in one of the groups I was in. He said, I used to hate Mondays. Now I love it. And I just want to put a tag right there, God's house, man. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I used to hate Mondays, but now I love it, baby.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
I'm glad you're here, bro. Paul.
Well, dude, I mean, let me just say this, because like I think our heart is to get people on this podcast that really exemplify a leveled up life, right? Like where they're not just killing it in one area. Because there's a lot of people like that, dude. Like they're crushing it in business, but like you look at all the other areas of life, like I wouldn't want my life to look like that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. We want somebody that's actually progressing and they're going after and they're focused on living a leveled up life. And that's encompassing of all these things. I think you've really done that, Daniel. Like, and the foundation of it's faith, right? Like everything's built upon faith. And then you get your family. They were up the last like couple of days, man. Michelle and Isaiah, like it was great to spend some time with them. Your finances, like, dude, you got multiple different businesses. If they're like, what does it mean throw a shirt? You have a whole merch company that's phenomenal. You started Aloha and Amen. Which is like even at the church he was like, oh, that guy's wearing an Aloha and Amen hat, right?
Yeah.
But like, dude, you got so much going on with that business. You got stuff going on with like books and Meteor and all that kind of stuff. Like that's what it should look like. There should be fruit in all these areas, right? And so love to kind of have you talk about that. Like what's going on in your world, your business, a little bit about yourself.
Sure.
And then maybe talk about some of the things that you think would provide great value to everybody on here that's like looking to take a business or launch a business or scale a business and kind of launch in that way.
First, we were talking a little bit before the podcast, and I think there's this word that I love. It's surrender. It's so powerful, right? So like the vision I see is like there's like they say a closed fist cannot be filled.
Yeah.
Right? In order to be filled, you have to open it up. You have to surrender, right? Like actually there's a thing about like a monkey. Like, have you heard of these traps?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you put like honey in the.
Yep, they'll hold on to the nut or whatever.
They hold on to it. It's like some people are just holding on to things that shouldn't be there, and then when you open your hand up, you like slip out of it. And I think the beginning of my career was kind of like that. It's like you do things your own way, and like I've been going to church my whole life. Like I understood how the Bible I read the Bible and understand the teachings. I've been indoctrinated with it. But I think like I kind of did things with my own understanding. And until I started surrendering, I think I started realizing like, wow, I got God power now. It's not just like my power. And so going way, way back. So that's just a preface of like where I'm at today. And it's working a lot better. Because it's almost like I'm not in control.
Yeah.
Like Paul, legit. Like where I'm at right now, like even like that Colorado trip we're at, I don't know what I'm doing sometimes no more. I just feel like I'm just like, it's just clear. Like I'm supposed to go there next. It's like I got like literally like an earpiece, and the Lord's like saying, "Go left, or right, okay, go right." And then it's like, I hope this is okay. And then all of a sudden, wow, waterfalls and rainbows. Well, I live in Hawaii, so but no, He led me there too. It was like and I had gone through a lot of personal things over the last 5 years, but God's faithful, and it's been amazing. But going back to the beginnings, I mean, I don't know how much I told you, but I grew up in Orange County, right? So I was, went to high school, Woodbridge High School, went to Cal State Fullerton. So that's kind of my early stomping grounds. And then I got an internship at Interscope Records because I thought oh man, I was really into Eminem at the time. Because I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like he's a lyricist, he knows how to put I just thought he was like a verbal assassin. I was like, yo, and back then I used to think, if I want to change the world, how I do that? I was like, oh, maybe music.
Yeah.
Like John Lennon, Imagine. I'm like, it's like a 3-minute sermon that people play over and over and over again. So I was just like enamored with music. So I got an internship at Interscope Records, and yeah, it's like, okay, that was my beginnings. And then fast forward, like when iTunes came out, like I remember encoding the first few tracks on iTunes. I sent it off to Apple. I was like, why am I encoding these tracks? And then like next week, iTunes launched. And that's when I started realizing God was giving me kind of like this favor where I was be at these intersections of like culture and technology. And I think that's another thing people don't, like when you're holding on to things, you can't see like what's being orchestrated around you. Because you're so focused on the small things. Sometimes you got to peel back and like look. So, you know, and I think that's what's really important about, I call it reorienting or reorientation. Like you have to like stop sometimes, pause, look around, and then go back. So back then, I think I started seeing like God working like intersection culture and technology. Fast forward, I got favor. I worked hard and kind of started moving up. But I started doing all these websites, and I don't know how to code. I got an opportunity. I found some kids that knew how to code, so I did like Lady Gaga's first website. I did stuff for Pussycat Dolls, Kanye West, Smash Mouth, Pharrell, Timberland. Like I was just cranking. I don't even know what I was doing. Again, like surrender. I didn't know what I was doing. I just said yes, just yes to the next right thing. Yeah. Like sometimes that's a great posture to have. Instead of saying yes to these big, no, I'm just saying yes to the next right thing. And it gets you somewhere, right? So surrendering, there's a theme, right? Surrendering, making space, and then like, saying yes to the next, there's formulas that kind of work, right? So kind of kept doing that, and then, built my business up, and it was cool. That started working, so I became like the digital guy. And at that time, we were like the nerds, right? Like, these digital nerdy guys. But then at Interscope, it became like the biggest department because downloads got so big. Like the digital department got massive. So I did all these web campaigns and stuff, and then YouTube started popping off. And because culture and technology, I was kind of like primed for that. I think this can be kind of big. So I started investing into a little bit more like attention-wise. Then next thing you know, like I started making friends that were YouTubers and did that. So like my main company is called Merch Labs, and I started working with all these influencers, built out all these e-commerce stores. We were the first like influencer merchandise business that was out. There was no such thing as influencers when we started. Right. Like, these guys making videos on right? Now everything's like social media, 100%. Right? Back then it was super early. And, we've done over 1,000 e-commerce stores, made millions of dollars doing it. So, and that's what allowed me to kind of do other ventures. So you mentioned Meteor. It's my latest venture I'm working on right now. And shout out Chuck Bomar, like, a mutual friend that we've been working with. But, it's an AI kind of book. Well, I don't even want to say AI. It's a book publishing company, but we utilize modern technology. So integrating like technology, like frameworks, like community tools, AI integration, like editing, and like other type of software to kind of provide like a full ecosystem for book like authors. Right. And I think it's like the evolution of the book is kind of what we're sitting on. So that's a short version. I'm just kidding.
Dude, I love that, bro. But it's like so paradoxical. I think to today's society, it's like more people I think are underneath the impression of like I just got to go move faster, how to become more efficient, how to run quicker, and they're just trying to increase their speed and pace because it's such a busy world, right? And they think I'm going to take more ground if I just like squeeze time and I run faster and dude, like that just it's not what you think. You typically end up depleted, and then you miss out on all these great opportunities that if you just slow down a little bit, right? It's kind of like you want to slow down to speed up. Slow down.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, bro.
Yeah.
Have you heard that before?
Yeah, dude, I love that.
Slow is smooth, smooth, like, you know what I mean? You move fast with your gun, you're like, hey, slow it down, right? Isn't that that's the quote, right? It's a military term, I think.
I like it though. If it's not, it should.
No, but the point is, I think they say slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Yeah. Because in war, it's like things are moving
so fast.
Anxiety, right? The enemy wants you to feel anxious. Well, hey, slow down. That's what I was saying. Like, you got to reorient. Like, slow down, do things smoother. When you go smoother, you're going faster. You don't make mistakes. Yep. And that's a level up life. It's like, why are you staying at the low level and doing things at that same level, and you're wasting so much time and energy when you could? It's better to level up slower, and you become more potent in your actions, than do things at the same level, and you're just leaking everywhere. It's like you see people leaking all. Like, that's a good word. Like, hey, that guy's a leaker.
Yeah.
It's just leaking everywhere. It's inefficient. Like, I can't stand inefficiencies. It's like, you can tell that guy was staying up till 4 a.m. scrolling on his, like, there's a reason you're tired, bro.
Yeah.
Like, everything you're doing is like leaking. Like, you're just like slow.
Yeah,
like, everything you do is inefficient. Like, you know, you're just like all over the place. But sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, dude, I think
slow,
that was
smooth,
powerful,
yeah.
man. That's so good, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like you got to pause at the lower level to actually be able to see that there is a higher level. Because I think a lot of people, they just think like this is the way life is always going to be. Why? Because it's the way it's always been, and they just haven't like slowed down to realize like there's more above. And it's like I love what Maxwell says. You got to see. You gotta see before others see, and you gotta see more than others see. Like that's leadership.
Yeah.
Well, how do you do that, man? You gotta pause, right? That's how you start to see more and see before others. And do like I feel like your whole story right now is a testimony to that statement. Like you've seen more than others because of this pause, and it's actually paradoxical because you're not carrying as much weight. You're not exhausted just trying to hustle and grind. All that you are, but it's calculated and it's precise when you're actually doing it. But you've seen before others as well, right? And I feel like you've really got a handle on where everything's going. I think a lot of people on here, you know, they're trying to figure out like, how do I navigate like my life with this new changing world, like this AI? Like, how do I use it? In which ways is it okay to use? Like they're trying to navigate all this. Like, how does this enhance? Like, kind of talk about that, man. Because like I feel like you're at this crossroads again. Like you've been at multiple times in your life.
Yeah.
But I think this one might be the biggest one.
Well, real quick before I get in, I want to double click on something like your guys told me. So, like Jeff Osborne. Shout out Jeff Osborne. I'm gonna shout out a lot of people today. No, shout
him out. Let's go.
Jeff Osborne, Jo, right? But like one of the things about him, I call him like the identity architect, because I was like, yo, you're really good at helping people with their identity, but I have like a 3-prong approach, and I want to actually see if I can get a story out of you, because your boys, they were telling me like that you told them this thing about the axe, like sharpening the axe, right? But there's a posture, and it's like I say you know without strong vision, or without clear vision, you don't have strong identity.
Right.
Like you have to have clear vision. So you got to start with that. If you don't have clear vision, you don't know who you are. It's like these kids like in high school, they're like, oh, I'm a cheerleader.
Right.
Oh, but I'm a basketball player. I'm a Pokemon collector. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, who are you? You're leaking.
Right.
You're all over the place. Like, pick one lane and stick to that, right? And like, and level up on that. Like, build on your identity. And I said, so but you can't have potent action without strong identity. So all your actions are like, you're just cutting with a dull axe. And like, so before I get into the AI stuff, like, cause I definitely would love to talk about that, because we're navigating through some crazy times. But I think, in the concept of leveling up, do you know what I'm talking about? Like the axe story?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, would you mind sharing that one? Like, basically, like, people.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, it's one of those things where, and it plays well with what we're talking about. Like, you got, two different people. They're both cutting down trees all day, and this guy's just giving all he's got. Like, he's working harder, giving all he has, and this other guy leaves for 2 hours a day, and he's thinking like, this guy's like lazy, like he's taking 2 hours, and he just digs in. The guy comes back, and at the end of the day, the other guy that takes off for 2 hours has always cut down more trees, and so this guy is frustrated. He's angry. Like, how does this guy somehow always cut down more trees? I work way harder than this guy does. I put in way more effort. I sacrifice way more. He's gone for 2 hours a day, and the reality is he was leaving for those 2 hours to sharpen his axe. So when he came back, he was able to cut down more trees because he had a sharper axe.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to be more potent? You guys sharpen your axe.
Very good.
And like, so the reason I wanted that story is like, yo, people are sharpening their axe with AI these days. Seriously though, I think that. So I think what you're seeing, or what you explained about like, oh, I just know where I see things. Like, it's not that I started with vision. Number one thing I ever did, probably in my life, is like, and I wrote this book called Dream Walking, and I wrote like some of my main. Daniel is the dreamer in the Bible. I was like, dream walking.
Yeah.
I wrote it while I was traveling Japan, because I felt like I was literally just like daydreaming. I was like, dude, I'm so tired, but like, I was like, I'm looking at all this stuff. I was like, dream walking. And I was like, I feel like I've been unleashing dreams into reality, right? Have you heard like. All men dream, but they don't dream equally. Dangerous are the men that dream with their eyes open. Other people, I'm butchering it, but like most people dream with their eyes closed, like in the recesses of their minds, right? But the ones that dream with their eyes open, those are dangerous men, because they could unleash their dreams in reality, right? But like, Yeah, I mean, like AI right now, it's like, it's like sharpening your axe. Like sometimes, like, so, to that point about like vision, I surrounded myself with like mentors.
Yeah.
So I wrote about that. I collect white hairs. I love mentors because you can learn from their mistakes, you can learn from their wisdom, and you can catch their vision. It's like a general, right? Like if they made advances, it's like, yo, go read their plans, like understand their plan. Like, you're a prolific study. I can see it. Like you're studying John Maxwell, you're reading different books. Like, why are you not reading books? It's like a cheat code. Or even like being around you guys, right? It's like, yo, just be around these guys that have gone through it.
You're gonna catch it, 100%. You're gonna catch the vision. Yeah.
Yeah, or like, and also you're not gonna have to make unnecessary mistakes, so you get to go a little faster. So, one of the things when I start catching these things, you're open, you're surrendered to greater understanding. All of a sudden, your rhythm starts to just be like that. You start to like, oh yeah, like I caught their vision. Oh, I caught their wisdom. Oh, I caught their teachings, right? So. I like collecting white hairs because I'm like, white hair means more, like a lot of times means just more experience.
Yeah.
So I always feel like you're able to learn things. So with that being said, I think one of the things I caught from a couple of my mentors, they were always prepared, right? They're like, whether it was stocks, whether it was like cultural changes, whether it was technology or like these investors, they're always putting their ear to like what's next. A lot of people are reacting to the past or they're stuck in the past. The good ones, they're anticipating the future.
Yeah, that's good.
And they also going back, they've made space in their lives to capitalize on those things, whether it's financial space, whether it's time and energy, whether it's mental space. A lot of people in life right now, because of everything that's going on, like scroll culture, just like doom scrolling, they don't create space for being prepared for opportunities. That's major when it comes to leveling up, major when it comes to entrepreneurship. You have to have space. Not only for life to happen, you got to make space for business to happen, for success to happen. I'm talking to your boys out there. You got to make space to do calls. If you don't even make space for that, you're not gonna make any money. Like meaning like sales calls. Like if you're doing, you got to create space. So going back to AI, I think what happened with me was like, I was playing around with AI stuff, but it was really janky. Like it was like, oh, this is kind of weird, And a lot of people give up, but I kind of just had like foresight, like this could be something. So I had my team.
How long ago was this when you were like seeing it? Because now it's everywhere.
Probably like 4 years ago. Like
Wow.
early.
Yeah.
And like I started seeing like this is like they had Midjourney, ChatGPT early. But the thing is, I got tipped off actually by one of the guys that was in Young Guns. Like they were like, hey, you should check this out. But the thing is, my vessel was primed to take advantage of it. I was already playing with web technology and coding and stuff like that. So even though I didn't know AI tech, I kind of understood like how LLMs, like large language modules, kind of functioned. So it wasn't like foreign language to me, right? So it's like I was already primed for it. And then it's just deciding whether I jump in or I don't. So I didn't jump in fully, but we started experimenting with it. And it's like a baby. It can't run. It can't like hurdle yet. Now it's like crazy.
For sure.
But now I picked a specific lane that I wanted. I didn't leak. Like everyone, I do AI. Okay, well, how much do you know of your lane?
Yeah.
Like it's not going to be good enough to just be like, I know how to use ChatGPT. Everyone knows how to use ChatGPT. A lot of people know how to use it now, right? If you don't know how to use it by now, you got some problems.
For sure.
Go
on
sharpen
chat
that
and figure out how to use it.
Yeah. Start learning AI right now. I 100% will recommend anyone to start learning these things, right? Because it's such powerful tools. But everything was a kind of a gradual growth, like in that, right? So you don't always figure, like even like the sales stuff, like I'm learning with you, right? Like you're like, Daniel, you got to crawl before you walk, before you run. So like in the AI space, it was like that. It was like, okay, cool, we're crawling. We're okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't need to create my own LLM.
Right.
It's tempting to try to do that, but like sometimes things take time to like start working, like where there's like, it's ready for mass adoption, right? So it started doing that, and then somewhere along the way, I was just like, oh my gosh, I think I could write a book like using these tools, but like for the editing purposes. So not to give away all our secret sauce, but like I was editing things already for influencers. I was creating books in the past. So I wanted to see if it could enhance like my prompts. Of like how, like personally, like how I write, how I create books. So I had AI kind of help me like craft, like basically supercharge what I was doing. That's really how people should be using AI, by the way. It's like supercharging. It's like
100%.
Right? You got HI, human intelligence, And AI should be enhancing your
Right.
HI. Not the other way around.
Right.
Not being like, I'm falling into AI, everything. This is not yours.
Yeah.
Like, you should be using it to enhance the things you're doing, saving you more time, leveling you up in your craft. But find, like, a very narrow, like, lane that you're going to go in, sharpen your axe, get really proficient with it. And then the one I'll drop to the listeners, you guys should really be paying attention to Claude. The other one you should be paying attention is Base 44. Like, I'm building out, like, full-fledged apps and websites with Base. I almost don't want to tell people about it, but it's like
I heard about that one a little bit.
Yeah, but there's a thing called vibe coding. So I'm working on a new book called Vibe Code. It's just like you're coding, but you're basically having conversation. I don't know.
Don't give it away.
I'll say it like this, Paul. I'll show it to you one day. I'll tell you right, because it sounds like I'm making this up. I can play golf with you for 4 hours. At a high level, talk with you about some ideas that we want to do. And then within like an hour after, I would have it done. So the subtitle I'm like, basically is like programming at the speed of thought. It's
You talking about like the business being formulated or their idea like out?
Maybe all of it.
Yeah.
Like business plan being formulated, like wireframes being created.
Yeah.
Like present, like a business proposal, a deck, like an overview being created, done. Like you've already seen it done. Notebook LM. Yo, I'm hooking you guys all over.
Yeah, no.
Notebook LM's fire too, right? So it basically crafts all the things, makes it really simple and easy to understand and put into like a format that your team can understand. But like Base 44, bro, you can throw things in there. I'll just build it. Like I literally have built like apps in 15 minutes, and I'm
That's
like,
wild.
I built a golf app.
Yeah.
I've built a community app.
And these are the functioning businesses apps that are being used.
Fully functioning.
Yeah.
See, they ring the bell.
Yeah.
That's the big idea. No, but for real, like it's like it's crazy. Like I've never seen this before. So
What would you say to like the everyday listener that's just like, I want to start a business, or I want to get in sales, or I work in a church, or like me, I'm a pastor, like, but like they want to do something on the side regarding AI, like just very low level.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy is what I'm. So like right now, what people don't know is, I wonder if I should just show them. So I'm I wanted to show them some. I was gonna do a party trick, but so for all the leveled up people, I got my phone, and I use this thing called Voice Memo. Okay, so on Voice Memo, it's recording.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna just stop it for now. So I press stop. Okay. And you see this, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to press these 3 dots right here, and I'm going to put copy transcript. That's it, right? Then I'm going to show the camera everything because I have my own format for everything. So I'm going to go in here, and then I have my session. By the way, I create chat sessions that are like, man, I'm giving away
Like
a lot of
folders?
secrets, bro. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. What's going on? Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Like folders in the chat.
Yeah, so I like ChatGPT because it just
Yeah.
helps me organize things. So I've already kind of primed my chats to do what I want it to do. So I just pasted it, right? So I go here, and what you're going to see right here is you'll see it synthesize it. It's going to go. I don't want to show everybody everything, but it'll synthesize it, and it's going to think, and then it's going to organize
everything we just talked about for the last however many minutes.
Look at Leveled Up Podcast with Daniel, Kim, Paul McLean, right? This conversation centered around what really means to live a level up life and how faith, surrender, clarity, pace, and technology work together to create sustainable growth. Daniel shared his background in music, digital media, e-commerce, influencing merchandise, AI-enabled publishing, then connected back in his core theme. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So this is like literally creating at the speed of thought. So no one has an excuse now. You don't even need to be an articulate speaker anymore.
No. But we were talking about scripts earlier. You just prompt the script, go online, cut the video, post it.
Can't talk about that one, bro.
I'm just saying,
No, honestly though.
But not just for MySpace, for anything.
Look, without going too deep into certain things, what I'll say is this: you as a pastor, HI, you have your human intelligence, you have your domain experience. The question is not like, how do I work with AI? Is how does AI work with you?
Yeah.
One thing that they say is like AI will not replace is human creativity.
Right.
And it can't do human experience. So if you can figure out how to integrate your human creativity and human experience, and you enhance it with AI, It's like taking a little gun, pew, 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 and you're like adding like a Gatling, you're like, oh my, I've just quadrupled. Like there's like,
sure.
I mean, we can't go into it all right now, but I'm trying to give as much as I can to you, like to the listeners right now. But there's this thing called like AI agents right now. And it's confusing, it's complicated, but you can literally
place them in your business and they do certain tasks at certain times, and
But you got to program it. But one secret I will give is this. So I talked to you guys right before. I'm recording all my meetings. I'll give you one more. I'm hooking it up today. But Fathom, love Fathom, Fathom, I believe it's Fathom, right? Throw your Zoom calls. It automatically gets put into your Zoom calls as a note taker. Right after the meeting is done, you have all, like it's already up there. It transcribes the whole thing. And then what I can do now is like, so this is the secret I'll tell you guys. I'm on this one right now. I am learning that AI is able to start like, so the key word I use a lot is synthesize. It's synthesizing all the messiness. So you have all these meetings with your team and everyone doesn't like understand what they're saying. Like Paul, you might have like an hour meeting and they're thinking about their workout or they're thinking about their relationship issues or whatever. So they miss some of it. Yeah. Well, AI can help synthesize it and give all the notes and go, oh, that's what he was talking about, right? But the thing is, if you catalog it over time, AI will start to synthesize what your mission is. And you as a leader, like we just transcribed 20 meetings over the course of like 8 months, and AI is like acting as your CEO or a COO. Yeah. I mean, dude.
This is who you are. This is what you stand for. This is what you believe in. This is the value. This is the mission based on the last 8 months of evidence.
Yeah, and then
and it articulates in a way that you couldn't even do.
And then imagine as a leader, you got like people that are infighting about something. Like, hey, let's just run it through our AI. Yeah. See what the AI said. No, I'm dead serious, because over time, it's going to understand what the mission is. You know what happens with human beings over time? They forget the mission. Like Chuck Bomar, for the sake of the mission. People get so caught, because they go through nuances in life. Human beings, they don't slow down, right? They forget. They get caught up in like, look what's happening in the world today. You got this thing going on, this thing. Argue. It's like, yo, we're family first. Yeah. That's what we were. We were first family. Like, why are we arguing like this? Why? Because we got caught up with this one, and then all of a sudden you got Auntie that's like, aliens are coming next week. Whoa, how'd you get so far? You can leak it. You know what I'm saying?
So good.
But anyways, I didn't mean to go into all these.
That's great, bro.
Yeah. AI is a very powerful tool, and it'll allow a lot of people that are going to start using it to stay more organized and like going back to what I was saying, it'll allow all their actions to be way more potent. So that's why I asked you to start with like the axe analogy. Yeah. Because today the analogy I'll say is this: start learning AI. It's not even sharpening. You're like literally like whatever like an electric sharpener right now. It's like, dude, it's unfair advantage for those that start learning how to use it onto their HI, their human.
Well, I was even like just this last week, because my kids are homeschooled. So my 6-year-old, he's doing first grade stuff. You know,
Team home. I've been homeschooling for years now.
And he came up to me and he was like downloading. He was like, Alexa, what's the best AI app? And he was having a whole conversation with Alexa about AI. And I was like, dude, you got to like ask the right type of questions, because he's just looking up anything, you know? And then he comes to me with his iPad. He's like, Dad, I need chat on my iPad. I was like, dude, you don't need chat on your iPad. Like, I don't know what you're going to be asking it, but I'm thinking like, man, even my 6-year-old is thinking about artificial intelligence and how he for his homework. But like, where's he's going to be at in 20 years is going to be insane.
You know, we as like older gentlemen that have gone through AOL, right? Yahoo, like, Yahoo, right? Like, we have this context of now what AI is. We're like, oh my gosh, AI is such this crazy thing, like this and that. No, the kids that are growing up, it's just like that's how we grew up. Like my kid, like your kids, right? It's like they grew up with an iPad. Yeah. Call them iPad kids. You know, they don't know what world was like before that. So these kids that are growing up right now, it's not like, oh my God, it's just like, that's just how the world is. We all have it. Yeah. ChatGPT. Yeah. Oh, Dad, you couldn't like look things up in an instant and you couldn't fix your refrigerator by just asking, like I literally fixed my refrigerator with ChatGPT. I was like, this is crazy. But that's just gonna be their normal worlds. Yeah. So even us as older, like the older generation, we gotta like refine the way we think and like start to understand what's happening in culture and understand like, you know, because dude, like these tools are out there. And I think the key thing I would tell the audience is like, the way you level up now is to not stifle the leveling up. Stop trying to hold back technology. Stop trying to be like, it's too complicated.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, I don't want to understand it. Like, there's a tendency for the old heads, right?
Yep.
Like, they like to stay comfortable, so they don't make changes. Nothing changes.
Nothing changes, it dies. You know?
Old people die.
Yeah.
You need life insurance. Hey, life services. Yo, annuities. Shout out to Pinnacle and Aloha Life Services. That's right. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dude, it's like, yo, you know, like the whole point of our lives is to breathe life, like embrace change.
Yeah. That's so good.
So I got a question, bro, because I think for me, there's been enough evidence on this podcast to kind of support the fact that, dude, you have really just a great, like, mind to recognize patterns, right? And I think that's that might be one of the greatest gifts when it comes to entrepreneurship and like really capitalizing and seizing opportunities is kind of like, for one, recognizing patterns, right? Understanding when a pattern is taking place, but then you get to this level where you actually like create patterns, right? And that's a whole different level of creating just massive greatness, massive impact. Is pattern recognition. Most people need that, and then it's can you create a pattern? What do you think moving forward the next like 12 months, 24 months, 36 months? Like what pattern do you see taking place? And then maybe even do you have a pattern that you think that you're going to be able to create in this space?
Oh, that's a great question. I got to put my futurist hat on now. Hold up a second. Let me beam into 12 months. My eyes gonna start playing. You know, I think that like the ones that are gonna fall behind are the ones that get fat right now. And when I say fat, it's like they're just gluttonous with just random, right? They're not disciplined. They're just like consuming without knowing they're consuming because
That's good.
the algorithms are so strong now. Right. It's almost like a kid in a candy shop that they just can't stop themselves because the algorithms are that good. Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, I'm a victim of it because I got to research it. Like, sometimes I'm like, ha, 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 and all of a sudden I'm like, you're like 7 hours later, and you're like, dude, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm watching all these clips on NBA. The algorithms are too good. You got to really be careful now.
That's good.
Because if you're a leveled up, productive human being, you got to acknowledge that. So I'll say that, like, what I predict is there's going to be a major separation. You're going to see the average, the new average, which is everyone. That's just an algorithm.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like there's a saying like, show me your algorithm, I'll show you your personality.
Yeah.
So, oh, you're watching alien stuff? You're talking alien stuff. You're watching political stuff? You're watching basketball, right? Like, basically, it's, I don't know if people know this, but like, have you heard of echo chambers?
Yeah.
Right? So like, when I heard echo chambers for the first time, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I was like, now everyone hears about it.
Yeah.
It's because it's real.
Yep.
It's like the algorithms create these echo
chambers. Oh, so we were just talking about with Chuck a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's like, you say something, all of a sudden, like, this echo chamber is echoing what you want to look at and see. So then all of a sudden you're like, this is the world. Because I see it. Right. And you're like, what are you talking about? Open your eyes. The world's not what you see on your phone. It's just what it's feeding you. But I think that's the biggest problem that's going to happen in the next, like, 12 to 18 months. Is you're going to get a huge group of people that are just, like, consumed with just whatever they're watching and seeing. And those will be, in my opinion, they'll be the dummies. So they're the ones that AI is like, you're just a number.
Right.
You're predictable. You're not really going to do anything. You're like literally like, wake up, look at my phone, do nothing, not leveled up, stay at my level, I want to level up one day, someday. Yeah. FOMO, but like never do anything.
Right.
And that separation is going to get a lot more. Then you're going to have the other ones that are like the builders. The innovators, they're going to be around. See, I don't look at people that are in AI like as competition. They're my colleagues. Yeah. It's such a big technology.
It's endless.
Dude, and there's so much space to play.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want to meet people that are domain. I don't care if you know Claude, Anthropic, OpenAI, Google, like Gemini, Nano, like I don't care if you know all of them. I want to know which ones did you play with that have a deep understanding. Yeah. And how are you applying it to your HI, your human intelligence, of your domain expertise, right? So like, I think in the next 12 to 18 months, is that the time frame you gave? 12 to 18 months? I think 12 to 18 months, you're gonna see the builders build way faster and better and cooler things. It's literally, I will say this, is the greatest period in human existence for builders to be alive. Ever.
Jeez.
Innovators will innovate at the speed of thought. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you'll have a great conversation with other innovators. You'll go home and tomorrow you'll have it. And then you could test it, iterate, improve it, build traction. I mean, that's basic startup 101. It's like, you got to build something, build MVPs. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm doing a class on this, but MVPs, minimum viable products, right? You want a very basic prototype that you want to put out there. Why? Because you want to prove the idea.
Yeah.
Everyone's ideas are stuck in here. Build something, test it, prove it. Then you put it out, you test it, product testing, then you get traction. Okay, you got your ideas validated. Then you got to think about how to scale it. But that takes time.
Yeah.
Right? You got to find a developer, you got to craft it, you have meetings, and you have to find an audience that you test it into. That's all gone now.
Yeah.
You could literally, like, after this meeting, we're like, hey, let's talk about a God's House app that basically puts people. Careful right now. I'm not recording anymore. Yeah. But no, seriously, if I came up with some cool idea, but the key thing is not just some random ideas, like
specific to your lane.
Specific to your lane, but also, you get paid by the size of the problems that you solve.
Yeah.
So what problem are you solving?
Very good.
What problem? So people think, the opportunity and the things that I'm figuring out. No. What problem are you addressing? So like, even us, like when we were talking about life services, right? There's some old problems. I was talking to Michael, it's like, there's linear ways of doing things. We're having problems. It's like, this is the time to fix it. Yeah. So technology in your domain, Paul, right? Like me as a technologist, I always say that I'm Morgan Freeman to Batman. You be Batman. I don't care. Let me make all the cool stuff, right? So you can fight more crime, right? But no, like, how does technology work in your lane? That's what I'm obsessed about.
Yeah,
so one, I think that over the next 12 to 18 months, you're going to see builders innovate faster than ever. You're going to see innovators want to be around other innovators. I think the ones that are trying to gatekeep and be, like, even right now, if you notice, I'm not gatekeeping squat anymore. Because I'm like, it's just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
I want to shine a bat signal for other innovators and creators to come alongside. Hey, the better the ideas, it'll be more a refinement in conversation and thought than it'll be actually in product and trying to test. Hey, right?
That's good.
So if you're around domain experience, like people that are domain experts, like, so if you're a domain expert in life services and I'm a domain expert in let's just say technology and culture, right? Well, then that's a M80 ready to. I don't know what the latest firework is, but that's a firework right there, right? It's like, other people are not M80s.
Yeah.
Do they even have those anymore?
Yeah.
I'm showing my age. I don't know. I don't know, but back in the day when I was a kid, like, But like, other people, they're just like a fizzling. They're just like a candle. They light it and it doesn't do anything. You put two domain experts together that have unique understanding of their like category that they've sharpened their HI axe on for years and years and years. Woo!
Yeah.
Get ready. Like, the question would be more like this. Here's a good question. You guys watch Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Imagine you have Shark Tank now at your fingertips. You don't need to raise $100,000 to build an app no more. You don't need to raise $1 million to hire a C-suite staff. You don't even need to raise $5 million to build out, like, to create a bunch of employees to do online marketing and click. So now, shut up. Go do something. Oh, you think you got the next best idea? You'll find out real quick if you really have a good idea or not. That's why the builders and the innovators and the creators, the real ones, the ones that have domain experience, they're going to crush it. But all the ones that are stuck in this world, they're going to do nothing.
Yeah. They're going to miss it.
Oh, they're definitely going to miss it. Not only going to miss it, like my son homeschools, right? We just put him in this online school.
Yep.
Like, because we're like, maybe he might want to go to high school. I told my wife, get him out. I just want him, honestly, I told my wife, I was like, he plays golf, because I see, like, the evolutions happening too in golf. I'm like, get him to learn content creation. So CapCut, if you're a creator, learn CapCut. learn that model right there. Like even like we were talking about scripts. It's learn AI. AI is being integrated in the creative space right now, which is kind of cool. So if I was just someone that's thinking forward thinking, don't just create. Figure out what AI tools are there to help creation, right?
Yeah.
Creativity.
Yeah.
So that's one. So I said, hey, babe, let's just take him out of that school. I don't care. I don't care if he learns history.
Right.
I don't care if he knows how, like, Pythagorean theorems. Like, what's he going to do with that? Like, catch happy. I feel bad for everyone in school. Like, I get it, right? But for me, the way I'm thinking about it, I'm like, pull him out and have him learn two things. One, have him go deep into AI coding. Understand. I don't care if he codes. I just want him to understand the logic.
Right.
To be like a proficient vibe coder. Like you said, like you have to know how to talk to it. People talk to these and it goes sideways. It leaks. Oh, I keep my AI like really tight. I don't go too far right or left. I just, I make sure. That's what sometimes I tell my wife, don't use my AI. She's like, your AI is so good. I'm like, dang it, stop messing with it. Like, because
that's what I was gonna ask you. Do you have like another one that's like, hey, why am I sick? Blah blah blah. Random stuff.
I mean, I'll program like certain chats and like certain things, but like my AI, the AI like it has context of who I am, and like it's weird like that. It's like weird.
Right.
Like it's so weird, but it works.
Have you ever thought about people like hacking your AI? Like, is that a thing?
Man, why you gotta do that to me?
No, but
now I got anxiety. Hold up a second. No, honestly, I think that
not you specifically, but that could be a problem in the future.
I think that like the platforms are so big that like one, you got to be careful of what you put on your.
Right.
I'm not putting like sensitive information.
Yeah.
I'm treating it like it's my employee.
Right.
So I'm not gonna give my employee everything, but I'm giving it enough information to do what I need it to do.
Yeah.
So if you hack my AI, awesome, good for you, right?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be able to like understand my prompts and how I think, which is pretty valuable probably. But at the same time, I'm like, I think that AI will get. Again, this is my prediction. It's already here. It's like the internet. So you're talking about patterns, recognizing patterns. Hey, I'm old enough to see. I've gone through like 3 or 4 cycles already in my life, like financial cycles, like recession and bubbles or whatever it is, right? So like, when I saw the internet being invented, right? It's like it was like a new thing. It was weird. People were trying to figure it out, and then eventually everything became a lot more structured, and there was like frameworks that kind of protected certain things. It's too big now.
Yeah.
So like, the other thing is I could be fearful of hacks, and I could be like, I don't know if I should use it, or like, I'm gonna just jump in.
Yeah.
Just be smart about it. Don't be putting like weird things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, dude, I'll tell you this much. I don't know if I've ever been on a podcast. Brandon could testify to this, where I've not said hardly anything. That's because it was so good.
Yeah.
Like I don't even. I found myself just kind of leaning back. And then you were
Are we
leaning
even
back.
being productive?
We were leaning back. We were just like kicking it, man. Like taking it in, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like providing the value that you provided today, bro. I mean that, like legitimately. I don't even want to say anything. I want to kind of wrap it up with that. Like you guys, if you haven't shared this already, let me just tell you, because like maybe you don't know, you're selfish. Like that's what you are. Because like this has been so good. Like this is something that you got to share, because the truth is like, you don't know until you know. Right. And so like you got to bring people into the know, and you got to expose them to this. And some people haven't been exposed to it. Like they're just kind of being used by it. Like you said, I love that. Like you're a consumer. We weren't created to consume. We were created to create. We were created by a creator to create. We were created in his image to imagine. And so like this is a great time where anytime there's a great blessing, there's also a great kind of curse to that too, right? And so like, yes, this could be great for builders, which I think everybody's called to be a builder.
100%.
Like we were created in the image of God. What did God do? He created, right? And so, but there's also people that will lose the self-control and self-discipline, and they'll find themselves missing out on the fulfillment that comes from creating. Because man, it feels good when you create something and then you look at what you created. It's like that's delight. It's like what does Jesus says, like we're his daily delight. He was a master craftsman. Like he delights in what he created. And a lot of people are missing, I think, fulfillment because they don't have nothing they're delighting in.
Yeah, that's good.
And so like this is a great opportunity to go create some things that maybe you didn't have an opportunity to do it, but now this is a new season. This is a new pattern. Don't be the consumer that misses it because you're just busy taking in all that others are creating. Don't be that.
Yeah.
Don't be that person. So man, I love you, Daniel, bro. I'm so excited about what we get to create together, bro. We got a lot of things we got our hands on, and different stuff we're navigating, and man, it's great, like you said, when you get a multitude of people together that are creators, that want to go out there and do something big, that want to live a level up life. That's why I love getting on this podcast every week with Pastor Brian, is because it's time that I've got to just kind of like create with somebody, like create thoughts, ideas, unpack stuff, talk about life, vision, purpose, and so it's been good to have you part of that, bro. So I love you, man, and thank you for joining today.
A white hand, yellow hand,
brown hand. Let's go.
That's got to make some color, right?
For sure. So, hey, it's a little bit of what heaven looks like. It's a little bit of what heaven looks
gold.
like.
That's right. I think it is gold, right?
Yeah, that's what heaven looks like. All right, guys. Hey, we love you. Make it a big
you
week. Stay strong. Be steadfast, and we'll talk to you next week. God bless you guys.
Shoots.
Shoot.
Let's go.